Back for another one.
Yes, another Ricky and Junior show. We're back here again. I wanted to say thank you for all the subscribers and thank you for everybody that's reaching out and showing their love.
Showing the love.
Big week.
Big week. Big week.
Tank.
New merch.
Yeah.
Check the shirts.
Yeah.
Loud with yourself.
The cups and everything.
Soon we put them out in the store soon, but this is just for us to drink and chat and talk our shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a big fight week this weekend. We got over in the stateside we have
Tank versus Frank Martin.
oh, that's gonna be a
My
big
guy,
one there.
bro.
You know, yeah, I've never been a big fan of the little guys, but of late I'm kind of messing with them like
Nah. Tank's been always my guy since Mayweather bring Tank out. Tank's been my guy. Bro.
You know, it was the Tank fight, the Mayweather fight with, I think, who was it? With McGregor, when Tank was just watching the clock because he was just trying to stretch the time so Floyd could come in and fight.
Yeah.
I was a fan of Tank, but he didn't really sell me until the Ryan fight, to be honest with you.
No. You're
not
fun.
I'm not really a fan of the little guys. I'm really a fan of the little guys.
Tank's a beast, bro.
I'm not knocking him. I believe that he can do his thing, but I was never really a fan of the little guys doing their thing. But now I'm seeing, I'm a believer.
Let me show you something.
He is the face of US boxing or those weight class boxing, as I see it.
Tank is the face of boxing, brother.
And the face of boxing.
Yeah,
when the
bro.
heavyweight man them still doing the thing.
Listen, out to everybody else, I hear about the heavyweight guys. I'm a heavyweight guy fan.
Yeah.
But when it comes to boxing, skill level, everything on par, you can't beat.
No, he's got a skill. He's got skill and he's got power, and I rate his thing. He's a showmanship, and I rate that. So that's why I'm saying now he's selling me from the other featherweight guys, the low weight class guys like Nick Ball and that one of those type of action fights sold me. I'm not really a one for the man hitting and you're not seeing no impact. So
listen, Tank give you that one bang knockout. Same thing
the
like
power.
the head.
Yeah.
So
that's why I'm excited to see his fights and things. So, but it's been a minute since his last fight.
Boy,
It's been a minute.
14 months, I think. 14 months, yeah.
And I honestly like his style. Like I said, I'm now a fan of Tank. And the fact that he was, incarcerated, locked up, free my nigga, bro. I want to see what he's about now, because the only other fighter that I know, Mayweather did a stint in prison and he came out and he did his thing. But I see Tank start to that of Iron Mike. So I'm hoping that he comes out and he just shuts it down. But it's not going to be an easy ride for him because
Not from Frank Martin. Frank's a beast, and you have to go like Derek James, bro.
okay, Calvin Ford.
Yeah, Derek James, bro.
Okay, Calvin Ford.
Yeah, okay.
You understand? So it's
yeah, but you okay. I hear Calvin Ford, but what else has Calvin Ford have?
Derek James is on a losing streak.
Yeah,
Spence,
but
Charlo.
how much belts did Derek James give Spence and Charlo?
Yeah, you're doing your thing, but right now the pressure, I feel the pressure is on Frank Martin to give Derek James that saving grace again. That he was trainer of the year. He was trainer of the year, but I'm just hoping that he gives him back his saving grace. But it's against a stiff opposition such as Tank. It's not a walk in the park, so it's gonna be a mad fight. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a mad fight, though. It's gonna
either way, it's one of them fights that they're not coming to play. And even with the presser, the last presser, where he made him flinch. You know what I mean? That he's already getting on his skin, so it's a mental thing.
I think that's just the Tank effect, bro. Tank did that to.
He looks comfortable doing what he's doing. But
He did that to Ryan. He did that to what's his name, Rolly.
Yeah,
he did that.
Yeah. He's making his legacy be known. Like he is that guy.
He's that guy.
He's that guy.
You don't play with him.
But I feel like with Frank, he's got a lot of pressure on him, and the environment and the big atmosphere of the fight's so loud. It's like the pre-sales and the ticket sales, they did 15 million or something like that.
You don't think Tank couldn't Tank accustomed to that kind of
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
So Tank is like pushing that onto Frank and saying, "Yo, you're scared.
You're in my world. You're in my world.
You're
I got
scared.
you.
You're
I'm the
scared.
one. I'm
You're
the
scared.
powerhouse.
You're scared.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's kind of weighing down on Frank. Like he don't want to show it because obviously you got all the bright lights on him, so he wants to say, "Oh, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for that." But you're never ready until you walk out in them lights, bro.
But it's the mental pressure, and Tank's applying that mental pressure because, you know what I mean, this is his show. We all know once he gets past this, like, they're all fighting for money. He's
prize fighting.
It's prize fighting.
Yeah.
Him and Floyd been beefing. With Ellaby leaving.
So what you think? Tank's a bit distracted then?
Yeah, I think he's distracted because look at the whole thing with him. Him and Floyd beefing. Ellaby left is fired now from Mayweather promotion because I swear he liked a picture that Tank put up with Floyd in some stockings or something or whatever. He's been distracted from the fight, and then Ellaby is right there by his side as well, which I think that Ellaby is going to take over as a promoter, the main promoter for
Tank.
So all that is in his mind, whereas
I don't think that. I think that's just giving him fuel to prove that he's the guy.
He is the guy.
And Frank Martin, sorry, he's not
on that level.
He's not.
But he looks confident. He came in what? Let's talk about the weights. He came in at 133.4.
That's Tank's weight.
No, yeah. Tank came in at 133.4.
Frank came in at 134.4.
Yeah.
So
they're about even weight, but to me they look drained out a bit. I
think Frank looked the most drained because if you see Frank before the weigh-ins, he looked more beefed up, and then right now his neck look. Yeah,
his neck look wobbly. Look like it's easy.
I don't want Frank to come and just sound like all the others. No, like all the others and say, "Oh, I was weight drained." Bro,
excuses.
You're fighting for 135 belt, world class. Don't chat shit.
Because Ryan has a bag of excuses.
Yeah, that's the way you're coming in there.
Right.
So stop talking shit. I don't want to hear no Ryan excuses and all them things there. Right now, Ryan needs to just go and clear his name with fucking his pharmacy.
But we all know that this year, I think honestly, the big fight for Tank next after is just like him and Floyd to get together. Do that. That's a big money fight. That's where the Saudi money is gonna come in because. Look at this.
Nah, I don't want to see Tank fight.
Look at this undercard here. The undercard is quite weak from the fight.
Like the undercard is what?
It's weak. The only thing that you have there is David Benavidez and Gary Russell. And we're not even going to talk about.
Yeah, you know what? You know why we're saying that though? I think the Saudi Turkey
has taken over the game.
No. Yeah. The 5v5, you can't even compete. Sorry, but 5v5 is
they're reckoning.
They kind of spoil us now. Like we're expecting
big undercards, layered undercards,
hitters, and
we're not getting that.
You're not getting that with this, but it's different. The checkbook is not unlimited. In
hopefully, with the what's his name there again? Not Spence. What's Spence's name?
Terry Crawford.
Hopefully that card is going to be laid and we're going to see something good about that there.
True.
We got David Benavidez coming in here under the undercard fight.
But okay, we're getting away from where things go. So, what do you think about Tank's layoff for so long though?
Tank's layoff has been nothing. Like he's
14 months is nothing.
I don't think it'll affect him. I think that his layoff had him more focused. That, you know, he didn't do that much time, but he was more focused to get back into the game. That's why Tank's always struggling to make 135. He's 133. So I think his head is a bit more in the game. And even that backflip that he did at the end of the weigh-in shows that he's still there. He's still active and he doesn't seem drained.
I think Tank is more on the ball now. He's older.
He's focused.
He's more like, okay, I want to be the face of boxing. It's not more that people saying that he wants to be the face of boxing. He is the face of boxing at his size, and he wants to embrace it and say, yes, I'm that guy. So he's not playing with his weight no more. He's not playing with his training no more.
I can agree with that. Agree with that.
He's going for these other guys now, Haney and Shakur.
The Haney fight, I think the Haney fight would be a walkthrough for Tank, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but it's still a big fight.
It's going to be a big fight because
and Lomachenko, all of these guys are big names for Tank.
But it's about the money, though.
Those are big money fights.
The biggest money fight would be Floyd. That'd be crazy money.
Yo,
and that would be
Floyd's that old guy though. Stop thinking the big fight.
Are you forgetting about?
So you're saying to me,
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson going on Netflix? That's already a guaranteed sold out. They're not cancelling that fight. That fight's moving to November because of the money. It's prize fighting. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about
Floyd
no belts
would
and
never
anything.
fight.
Floyd is gonna say no to a pound note or a US dollar. Come on, come on. What are you talking about? Money. Like, but let's get back to this fight. Yeah. David Benavidez versus what's his name? Alexander Novoska. I don't even know your name. Sorry for slaughtering your name, my brother. But like, this is gonna be a good fight because he's moving up to 175. He was begging for the Canelo fight. Canelo ain't gonna fight him. Canelo don't want that smoke. Canelo don't want that. He don't want that smoke.
You can't say Canelo. I think Canelo don't really want that smoke, but Canelo, after the pressure that the press and everybody is gonna put on Canelo, I think after a while he's gonna have to take that fight.
So Canelo is 1 foot out. Canelo got a beating from Bivol. Canelo hasn't looked back at 175 after that. He hasn't looked back at that.
Yeah, but Canelo, it's the press, bro. It's the press that.
Anyway.
And look what we talking about it right now. Yeah, the fact that we're talking about it right now is another reason. Like, yo, Canelo look like he's ducking the man.
Because Canelo's done with that beating. He don't want that beating.
So you're gonna say he will beat Canelo then?
I'm saying Canelo.
So you're saying he will beat
Canelo?
Canelo
ain't conditioned. Like Canelo will go up there.
So you're saying he will beat Canelo because that's what you're saying right now. He's like,
Canelo is as much of a GOAT that Canelo is, I do not think that Canelo is built for 175. You're talking about light heavyweight. Canelo started at what 154 or something like that. Canelo ain't built for 175. He goes to 175, and my man here is coming up to like David Benavidez. Like he has knockout, KO, TKO. His last two fights weren't the best, but his resume speaks for itself.
Bro, his last two fights was TKO, man. Come on, it was Benavidez.
No, unanimous decision and retirement from Andrade.
Yeah.
So like that shows that either he can't make the weight at 160, so he's going up to 175, so he can has the weight and the power.
No,
he's been traded at 168.
I think it's because he's tired of waiting for the belts from Canelo, so he moved up because Canelo have those belts on fucking handicap.
He's drained. Benavidez is drained, and the only reason why you go for Canelo the only reason why you come back down for Canelo fight is because the money is going to be.
You need to listen to the interviews with.
I hear that. That's a good fight.
He's saying that he's tired of waiting for the belts that Canelo have. That's why he's moving up.
Exactly.
It's for the belts.
Exactly.
He's saying, let's go. Let me go and get the other belts because. The
ones
that hold handicap.
The middleweight is disintegrating. Like there's no real big name in the middleweight no more. Everyone's moving to light heavy. Like this whole weekend, there's about 4 light heavyweight fights that's going on. Because that division is becoming one of the most ones. It's not the best, but it's becoming. Everyone's moving there because they're getting older and they can't make the weight, and the young guns are trying to make their name. So
and another thing though, sorry to move away from Benavidez. What do you think about Errol Spence as a promoter, brother?
I don't know, because this here is more based off of Tank's name, and in terms of promo wise, I didn't really see anything because remember they're the B side to the whole fight, so he's only pushing Frank, and Frank ain't really being marketed and ain't really being sold to me as that guy. Whereas, yes, he's the B side, Tank is the A side, so Tank is the one that's running the promo. But I don't think Errol's promoter cap is there yet. He's just associated by name. I don't feel like Errol is being
holding his
own. I don't feel like he's being the face.
He's not like Eddie. And
Eddie's one of one, man. Eddie's one of one.
No, but
even Oscar now, like you see Oscar chatting more shit now. Spence is just putting his foot in the promoting game like that. So I think he needs a bit more time, and like, you know, he's got to focus on his own thing. So that's why I don't think that
Errol don't only have like 1 or 2 fights left and he's done, he said.
Well, there we go. Like, he made his big money and
It's done.
that's that. So
Held in and out, and that's it. The Errol.
it's a shame though, because even what's happening with him and Derek James, like, that's why I say in being a promoter, he's not being business acumen. Like, you owe Derek James his money, pay the man his money, bro. Pay the man his money.
If
you ain't paying your trainer, you ain't gonna pay your fight, and then that's gonna lead to the whole nother bullshit. And we don't want that.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Pay your trainer. Derek gave you 3 belts, bro. Pay Derek.
Come on,
Derek.
come on. Pay the man his money.